Hi everyone, it's Kelly here. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time. Welcome back if you've been before. Lovely to have you either way. On this channel we talk books, and today I am bringing to you all of my 5-star reads from this year. Let's start with rereads. So this year, 2023, I reread several books that were 5-star reads for me. The first one is this book, which is Patti Smith, 1969 to 1976 by Judy Linn. Judy Linn is a photographer, and so these are all photographs of both Patti Smith and some of her friends and people she knew at the time in the period of 1969 to 1976. I think this is a fantastic book. Still enjoyed it, still 5 stars for me. So that's the start. The next one is this one, which was Teaching My Mother How to Give Birth by Warsan, Shire. This is a poetry collection and it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. I also reread 2 books from the Tea Dragon Society trilogy. So the Tea Dragon Society and the Tea Dragon Festival. These are fantastic books and so cozy, so wholesome. Recommend to anyone. They are amazing. So those were my rereads. Oh, also at the time of filming I haven't reread this yet, but I'm planning to reread on Christmas Eve because it's our tradition now. I am going to reread A Christmas Carol as an audiobook as read by Sir Patrick Stewart, and I highly recommend this particular abridged version. It only goes for a couple of hours, so my husband and I like to listen to it on Christmas Eve. It's our new tradition. So that is another 5-star book that I'm planning to reread before the end of the year. Alright, now I want to show you some of the books that I have added to my 5-star shelves, which are behind me right here. So up the top here I keep my fiction, sort of literary fiction mostly, and then I've got poetry, classics, non-fiction, and where you can't see below I've got my YA and children's books that are also 5-star reads. So I've got a few books that I'm going to be adding to this shelf this year, which is really exciting. So we'll start with the ones that I have a copy of with me, and then we'll end with the ones I don't have a copy of with me, either because I don't yet own a copy or because I've loaned them out to people. So first one, Unmasking Autism by Dr. Devon, The Power of Embracing Our Hidden Neurodiversity. This is a non-fiction book and I heavily tabbed it because I got so much out of it. This is a book for autistic people, but it's also a book for people who are, you know, love an autistic person and want to support them in their unmasking journey. So would highly recommend that one. Next one is a fiction book, and it is the winner of the Miles Franklin Literary Award for 2023, Chai Time at Cinnamon Gardens by Shankari Chandran. This is a fantastic book. It's a real Trojan horse of a book because you think you're going to be getting one thing and then it turns out you're getting a much more hard-hitting book than you were imagining from this quite frankly beautiful cover and the sort of the title and setting of the book. You think Old People's Home, what you get is hard-hitting history of Sri Lanka and the conflict in Sri Lanka. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. And also criticism of racism in Australia. It's great, highly recommend. Okay, the next one is Nimona. This is a graphic novel. It's by Noelle Stevenson, and it's super cute, very wholesome, very enjoyable. I would really recommend this. Obviously I'd really recommend all of the books that I'm going to show you today because they're all 5-star reads. But specifically this is a good kind of wholesome read. I loved the character of Nimona and the way that she interacts with the other characters in this book. It's amazing. The last one I have a copy of is this one, Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I'm not a massive romance reader. I've had mixed experiences with romance, but this was the gold standard for me. So I'm now comparing all of the romance books that I read now to this book, because to me this is the standard, and it's a really enjoyable romp, as well as having great spice. Great spice. Okay, moving on to some books that I don't have physical copies of with me here today. I've got Taste, My Life Through Food by Stanley Tucci, which is an amazing memoir about his life, but also about his love of food. His love of food really comes through his passion, so I would recommend it for people who are food lovers, especially if you like Italian food, because you're going to get a lot of really good description of food, Italian food, throughout the book, but also just to sort of discover him more as a person, because it's a really interesting read. The next one is a book I don't think I can get a physical copy of. It's called Red as Blood and White as Bone by Theodora Goss. It's a novella, and perhaps even a short story, that I read on my Kindle, and I really enjoyed this one. It is a sort of draws on fairy tale, and also is just paints this beautiful picture of characters and setting and ideas, and I really thought it was excellent. And the last book on my list is Wifedom by Anna Funder. This one is currently on loan to my mum, so that's why I don't have it with me today. But it's an amazing non-fiction book exploring the life of George Orwell's wife, but also drawing parallels to what it means to be a wife even today. So I got a lot out of reading this book. It made me quite cranky, but in a like righteous rage kind of way, as opposed to a you know, this is annoying kind of way. So yeah, if you're okay with that, if you can handle going into a righteous rage, then that might be the book for you as well. So that's it. I didn't have as many 5-star reads this year as I have had in previous years, but it was a good year of reading for me. I'm really pleased to have added these books to my shelf. I'm going to get myself a copy of Taste, because I like to keep a copy of all of my 5-star reads. And I also next year I think want to start rereading some of these books as well, especially the ones that I read quite some time ago, to see if I still feel as attached to them and as 5-starry about them as I did when I initially read them. Alright everyone, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye!